Mistakes burn me out, love just brings me down. Go inside like windshield leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again. The skin is getting brown, baby, drink your night away. Maybe we will not regret it, you will not regret me. Laying down under the sun, burning love cause we are young. No one tells us what's done wrong, cause it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
People are not gems. Welcome, Woody and Galadon.
I think Galadon's a gem.
You're a gem.
Yeah.
You're definitely a gem.
Now we did that.
And we had some gems of attacks yesterday from Maldo, first day of the 3rd season of Clan War Leagues, hoping that they get to Champion 1 this season.
I think they got a good shot at it. They're one of the best clans in the world, and they had a fantastic victory yesterday. Howdy, guys. My name's Woody, and today we're going to be watching some more epic clashing in the CWL.
Yeah, epic attacks. That's what's up ahead for sure for you guys. I hope once again over at Twitter at Clash of Clans, there's Twitter pool waiting for you. And if you get lucky, you might get 2,000 gems. I think that's worth just having a quick look at Twitter. The question for today that we asked in that poll is, how big is the Clash of Clans village? We're not asking for population or how many presidents they rule. No.
Right.
We just want to know how big it is in general. How huge. So there's obviously twice the size of Finland available, Tuvalu, an acre, and 44 by 44 tiles.
Yeah, this is a tough one for sure. Yeah.
It takes a good while for a golem to walk across the entire field. If you spawn it in a barracks at one end and have it walk to the army camp on the opposite side, it's like at least a couple of minutes. He walks pretty slowly, but I think that's a pretty good indicator for how big this base really is.
That's me in the morning in the hotel room, walking pretty slow. So all of that is totally fine. As I said, it is day 2 of Season 3, and we're still going for those stars to make it the Champions 1. We have a new team in here. Every single season, we'll bring you a new team that you can see live playing Clash of Clans in the Clan War Leagues. This time it's, say that again, the name, because we discussed that yesterday real quick, was something with bees.
Right. Well, Mao Do is the name of the clan as they're known in China, and that's actually the 2 female founders of the clan. That is also the first 2 characters of every player's name in the clan. That is dedication to a clan right there.
Smart move. If you want to learn more about that team and all those players, we've got another video for you with 1G.
我是毛豆小帮的胡一哥，然后出生在中国浙江。我是3、4年前开始玩这个游戏的，然后刚开始什么都不懂，就是感觉在玩一些就是一个收菜的游戏吧，然后后来才发现还有部落战这个玩法，对，就是认识到很多朋友，然后挺开心的，然后有这次机会可以出来。来这边玩联赛，我是从 CR 先从 CR 加入毛豆的，后来就是加入了他们的微信群嘛，然后又知道毛豆也有 COC 这个部落，所以那边也加入了。日常习惯感觉就是每天都会玩一下 COC 吧，然后不管在哪，地铁上啊，就早上睡醒啊，就打开 COC 先收一下菜，领一下宝石，夜世界的宝石。
Traveling the world with Clash of Clans, into more people, more countries. Exactly what it's all about. Obviously also traveling over here to not just collect the resources, but also collecting stars.
Absolutely. They picked up a lot of stars yesterday. They're prepared for today. And I talked to them a little bit earlier, and I heard that there's a rumor going around that they may be changing up some attack strategies today. We might see some interesting new use of maybe some new spells.
Sylvia will start the day for Mao Dao. I'll still try to get the accent right there, but that's good. She did that yesterday as well. It was a great streak for the team. They obviously won. 3 stars is what they achieved. All the others were 2-star attacks. Let's see if they can bring even more to the table today.
That's a total of 33 stars yesterday. I have a pretty good feeling we're going to exceed that. I'm willing to bet 35 today, Galanon.
My prediction was 34, just like yesterday, but we'll see. Now, you can see the opposing clan 2-starred in their first attack. Sylvia obviously hoping for a 3. Check it out. 6 Lava Hounds and 10 Bat Spells. That's because this base is defending with 3 single-target Inferno towers, Woody.
Sylvia, one of the founders of Mao Dao, believes that her cat, Lil Bao, is the most important thing in her whole life. Always has Lil Bao sitting next to her whenever she's attacking. Unfortunately, Lil Bao couldn't make it to the studio here today. So if it's a fail, we'll blame the absence of Lil Bao. If it's a victory, this one's for you.
Well, she's off to a good start. Here come the Lava Hounds all together and the Stone Slammer with the loons in behind. So watch for those bat spells momentarily after the defenses lock onto the big units. You can see the bat spells coming in directly on top of those defenses. Going to start to eat them alive. Single target Infernos very weak against the bat spells right now.
Archer Queen loops around to the top, and that's going to be very helpful for Sylvia as she tries to go for the cleanup later in this attack. We still have a couple of Lava Hounds still looking fresh. Big old Rage Spell right in the center of that attack as the balloons start to get a nice fanning out, taking down those Expos, and there's not a whole lot to target them left.
Yeah, you've got the Warden in the middle. Good ability right there. Check it out as the Stone Slammer is still almost at full health. The last Inferno Tower is down, and this looks like an absolute crushing victory right here. They know that this is going to be 3 stars. Sylvia with a beautiful, if not flawless, beginning to today's clan war. That is amazing. There's just nothing I can criticize about that attack.
She pumps her fist. She knows that it is going down. 3 stars and still a couple of wall breakers in tow, just in case she needed to use them at some point.
She's got those swag wall breakers there. Finally, you see the activation of the Stone Slammer, and another Lava Hound not exploded. But one of the great things about these single target Infernos for this style attack is that you do want some of those Lava Hounds
exploded.
Was it 3? Well, that one traveling across the screen. You don't want the Lava Hounds not to pop because you need those the Lava Pups to help out with the cleanup.
3 stars to start the day. I think it couldn't be any better than that.
It was definitely a perfect attack, and again, you see the Lava Hounds exploding to that single target Inferno in the middle. That definitely helps up because you can see leaving behind a lot of non-defensive structures that need to be cleaned up.
Fantastic overkill against that number 15 base. We got to give a shout out to the enemy clan here today. They are called Kurdistan Keep, roughly translated. They got 19 stars so far, but we're going to be tracking those one by one today as the competition goes on. Of course, you get an entire day to compete in Clan War Leagues, but all 15 attacks have been saved by our friends at Mao Dao, just to give us a great opportunity to see them back to back to back.
Lock onto the target. Target King is up next.
All right, so their #1 ranked player in this war is going to start out with a couple of Giants and the Heroes, dropping the King and the Queen right here. Sometimes you'll see them drop just 1 hero, but because of the number of defenses right here, and of course that single target Inferno, using both heroes to make sure that that first star goes down quickly. And then again, we're looking at 6 Lava Hounds, this time 9 bat spells coming in the back end.
Target King was able to get a 3-star yesterday. He's a professional player in PC gaming and has proven his chops here in Clash of Clans as well, moving in once again with a Lava Hound attack, followed up with a lot of bats. That's just what you tend to see on a lot of these single target Inferno bases. They just cannot handle that many bats coming at them.
Yep, I'm guessing that this clan just hasn't quite caught some of their bases up to the current meta as it stands. Single target Inferno's very weak. And again, it's tough. You have to choose. It's really probably best right now to mix it up, not go all single, not go all multi, because when you go multi, then it's weak against a Queen Walk. Right here you can see again the Stone Slammer virtually untouched, just walking through, crushing just defense after defense, moving on, taking those walls out in the same time, and looking strong, except you do have a single target in front at the bottom here, locked onto another Lava Hound. Could actually be a good thing for Target King.
I think this is going to be an easy wipe up.
There it is.
The 3-star is on track for Target King. You did see a little bit of a sneaky Tesla trap placement over there on the left side that was able to catch the Mao Dao team off guard yesterday, but not this time. Plenty of cleanup remaining, and unfortunately this little Lava Hound out here on the right side on defense, not getting any value for Karu, the defender there.
Yeah, and
kind of sitting there.
Check out the Stone Slammer is still in one piece and barely took any damage throughout this entire attack. No defenses left, and again, like you said in the first attack, Woody, overkill is the word of the day so far. These guys are going to be perfect. Mao Dao with 6 stars and 2 attacks.
And nearly a minute left in that attack. No fear of a timeout there. Congratulations to Target King. A 3-star hit 100%.
45 incoming, maybe?
That would be a tall order, but especially against an all Townhall 12 clan. I'm guessing that we'll see a mixture of Inferno Towers later on. These definitely are weak setups for the bat spell right now, though.
2 times of 3 stars. That's how Mao Dao started into day 2. A lot stronger than yesterday, but obviously they said already they're getting used to the environment, being here to also prepare all together rather than being in different places and just doing via voice tools. They're here and plan their attacks. Next up is Q or Barbecue, and let's see if he can have that barbecue celebration right after.
Definitely planning on barbecuing this base, but a different attack strategy this time. You've got an Ice Golem and it looks like some Lava Loon.
Yeah, the brand new troop just recently introduced to Clash of Clans, Ice Golem, has quite a few hit points in him. He's a Dark Barracks troop, and when he goes down, he leaves a huge freeze spell in the surrounding area, stunning any buildings and preventing them from going after his fellow attackers.
Yep, over 6 seconds of freeze right there, and here comes that Ice Golem. Looks like he's going to fall a little bit far outside of this base to do much effective freezing. Stops the Warden for a bit, but you can see again the heroes coming in. The King kind of making sure that the Queen goes in right after that Town Hall. There is the defensive Baby Dragon, and now you're going to get that Town Hall out of here in just a few seconds, and then you'll have that Lava Loon portion of the attack start to clean things up.
Now you might notice it's a bit strange that the Town Hall is so far near the edge of the base. Usually you see them in the center of the base whenever you're farming or doing most of your regular attacks, but these elite war clans know that quite often it's easy for an attacker to get those 2 stars. Instead, they've tried to set up their layout to prevent the 3-star, and one of the ways that they do that is allowing one of those key defensive structures like the Giga Tesla housed inside the Town Hall to try to do some work on the opposite end. In this case, it actually ate up both the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen.
Yeah, but it's an interesting balance of where do you put that Town Hall, and you can see here 5 haste spells working on getting those loons in, and a great timing of the Grand Warden's ability, helping those balloons as they close in the Wizard Tower, one of the most dangerous air targeting defenses that you've got in the game for balloons.
Unfortunately for Q, though, that Archer Queen has been dealing a ton of damage on defense and nothing to take her out yet. We saw a Skeleton spell pretty close to her, but not quite on target. A bit late on that poison spell drop, and that is going to spell doom for this hit. There's still plenty of troops and defenses left to target those attacking minions and lava pups, and I think we're going to be having to be satisfied with 80%. On this base, Galdon.
Yep, both the King and the Queen on defense are still up, and 84% now. Got Baby Dragon working on one more structure right here. Also, the Eagle still being up is difficult, but this is a solid 2-star. These guys off to a great start. Mao Do, 3rd attack, and I believe that's 8 stars.
8 stars so far, and that's pretty far ahead of their opponents. Kyrgyzstan still only at 5 stars in total. Pretty indicative of their strength both on offense and on defense. Applause from our friends here in the studio as they congratulate their teammate on a well-placed attack.
I should have asked for 45 stars. I think it's my mistake that this wasn't a 3-star. I jinxed it. I'm so sorry.
Well, there's some tough bases here, obviously, and you can see that, again, what we were talking about earlier, Woody, with that outside Town Hall. There's been a balancing of how far to the outside do you put it, because, yes, it's a valuable structure, but it also houses one of the most important and key defenses at Town Hall 12.
Yi will try to bring his team back on that track of only having 3 stars. I mean, they start with 2 of them. I think we never saw that so far in a season. To start off
with 2 stars
times 3 stars. So let's see. I mean, they could be in for an impressive result here, but we just started the day.
Well, we're going to see Yi go up against the #1 defender. King Ismail has got a nice spread out base here. All those air defenses in different compartments. Lots of different spaces for those Inferno towers set to both multi and single as this base is spread out. But we're going to start with the Queen Walk in the bottom right corner. Gally, which way do you think she's going?
Well, obviously, you can see they dropped a funneling troop to try to get her to move off to the left there, head towards the Town Hall. Now, that single target Inferno is going to be problematic as she closes in. One of the reasons you see a change in strategy right here, because that multi is in the center, but as she moves in, you've got a freeze spell and her ability. So 2 times that you could pull that single target Inferno off the Queen.
Did not catch that Town Hall in the freeze spell, but still, there's still plenty of troops remaining to take out that key defense, grab the 1st star, and set up for the 2nd stage of this attack. It's going to be a Lava Loon hit, and we see 3 air defenses still up. It's possible that Yi is hoping that Archer Queen is going to kind of loop around to the left a little bit, and she very well may, especially with that P.E.K.K.A. and Ice Golem still providing some cover from fire.
P.E.K.K.A. Ice Golem in the siege machine there, and now you've got the Queen. She's going to be stalled a little bit on that Lava Hound. Not going to be a problem because, again, she's away from other defenses, so she's not going to be taking any other damage. There's a rage spell to just help her get through it. She still has her ability. And moving off to the left, that Ice Golem is finally going to head towards the center of the base. And when it goes down, I know Yi's hoping for some good freeze activity right here. There it is. Oh, look at how many defenses it caught, and both heroes. Great use of the freeze from the Ice Golem right there.
Fantastic placement there by Yi, but unfortunately starting to run out of time, and this is one of the problems that he ran into yesterday. He starts off with a great hit, but it's sort of like a Rube Goldberg machine. Takes forever for these troops to finally tick, tick, tick through the defenses if they need to, and by the time he finally gets his main setup going, you start to wonder if he's got enough time to finish off the base.
They're complicated attacks, multi-stage attacks like this, and oftentimes the queen walk does end up in a time fail. We've seen that again and again. I time failed my attack this morning. It's
Hey everyone,
tough. I
in
mean,
this
these
video,
Town Hall
we'll
12
show you-
bases are massive. They are, well, we won't say how big they are because that's a Twitter question, but they're pretty darn big.
Down that air defense, but there's still a good bit left out that left side. That wizard tower could provide a bit of trouble for these balloons as they start to try to path toward those final defenses. 30 seconds remain, and the cleanup troops are not too plentiful on this setup. Nevertheless, Yi has a high percentage 2-star so far, and we don't want to count him out just yet.
It's close, and you can see again, the balloon's worst enemy, the wizard tower, just absolutely put in work right there. Does go down, but not before it finishes off every single balloon. And yes, despite a well-planned attack, the time is going to be critical right here, and it's just not enough time to finish off the triple.
He plays very well under pressure and says nothing that can phase him when he's north of 90%. I got to say, that's a very well-executed attack. Maybe just another 30 seconds, and he would have been able to claim 3 stars.
Good job once again, but unfortunately, as you guys said already, it was a time running out. It is a crucial part of Clash of Clans and how to execute your attack. You want to be in your own scale, but sometimes there's so much that can happen that you can't predict and might delay your attack, right?
Absolutely. Mao Do really, really good at planning those plan Bs, plan Cs. What if something goes wrong? Do we have something else that we're going to do? Adjust an attack. Lots of troops that haven't been deployed yet. And now, with the ability to change the siege machine, the warden's setting during an attack can definitely make a difference if something goes wrong.
Johnny launches attack number 5 for Mao Do.
All right, so Johnny is number 15, so he is the lowest ranked in strength, but you can see he still has mostly maxed out troops, and he, again, is going to start with a queen walk. We'll watch that time carefully this time, Woody.
Johnny is a doctor, so we can expect some surgical strikes here today. He's got a wall wrecker, so he's going to be bulldozing through this bottom left side of the base. Makes it all the way to the queen and a fantastic free spell right on top of her. We'll watch this queen walk as it progresses into the base, pulling out that CC. She's going to get a chance to pop down that lava hound, but there's quite a bit concentrated fire right on her. Finally, at the last second, we get that royal cloak just to keep her up.
Yep, so the queen is going to get her job done. You can see, now this is a minor attack, so watch for the funneling. And remember what we saw problematic yesterday. The Barbarian King placed next to the Town Hall often is critical, and that dealing with that with your miners can make the difference between a 2- and a 3-star attack.
Bit of an aggressive placement on that poison there. It doesn't quite catch all the lava pups, but the healers are going to stay up nonetheless. This queen is taking fire from a multi-targeting inferno. Not too much trouble for her, but the main thrust of the attack is on now. Mass miners in the top right section of this base, and they are spread out beautifully, taking down as many structures as they can as they approach the Town Hall.
Yep, the Barbarian King on the far right is completing the funnel. You see the queen was on the left, the Barbarian King is on the right. That is going to help get those miners on a very narrow path right at that Town Hall. Watch for the Warden's ability here. There's the Warden's ability as they take out the rest of those skeletons and now move in after that Town Hall, hopefully. Warden's ability is going to expire, but watch as they dip below that Town Hall, avoiding the Giga Bomb, moving on to other structures.
Crucial attacking advantage here for Johnny as he avoids that Giga Bomb. These miners are still very healthy, and with a couple of heal spells still left to keep them going, this is looking like it could be a 3-star Galadon.
Yep, he's even got a free spell remaining as well.
That's right, he's going to use it on that multi-targeting Inferno. Great spot over there, and a heal spell just on top to keep them up. Unfortunately, he does lose his queen, but she got a lot of value in during this attack. Still with 1 balloon in tow. Grand Warden looking quite healthy, and these miners have made it all the way to the top left side of the base. I think 3 stars in reach.
A lot of miners left. It looks like you can hear them starting to celebrate. Mao Do knows where this one's going. The healers now chasing the miners bottom left. About 5 structures remaining. Plenty of time, 30 seconds. It's going to be their 3rd triple of the day for Mao Do.
Very well played to Johnny, had this beautifully set up from the very beginning. He did lose his queen, and that's something that can cause a little bit of trouble for a raid late like that, but the cleanup was no problem for that huge group of miners that were ushered into the early stage attack here right on the Town Hall.
Yep, good use of the Warden's ability, and remember, as the Barbarian King was already down, you don't need to worry about the miners being stalled. As the Town Hall goes down, they dip underneath. No chance for the Gigabomb to do any damage to them.
Miners ensuring 3 stars here. As Gallo celebrated a 3rd time, and it's basically the JJ combo, Johnny, Jason. So let's see if Jason can follow up with another 3-star.
Solid. I mean, these guys are just really showing how it's done right here. 5 attacks, 13 stars so far, Woody. How many more 3 stars are we going to see today?
Well, I predicted 35 at the beginning of the show, and I think we're still on track for that. They might even exceed it at this rate. They've got 3 3-stars, and Johnny's going to be, or excuse me, we just saw Johnny. Jason, I keep getting the 2 mixed up. Jason's going to be moving in on the bottom to start off with here. Using is Galdo.
Well, you can see right here, the Barbarian King is going to move off to the left, and you've got an opening to the Town Hall from those wall breakers. So the Barb King there was actually trying to distract the defenses so that the wall breakers would get through. Now on the far left-hand side, you see the Stone Slammer moving in. In this case, they're using the heroes to get into the Town Hall, and then, as you see at the top of the screen, the air attack is going to happen from the opposite side. So rather than funneling, they were more of a kill squad to get in, take out that Town Hall, ensure the 1st star, and then start the air attack from the opposite side of the base.
Aerial attack is making great headway into the top section. Unfortunately, that multi-target Inferno is getting some great value on defense. I think finally it's about to go down, and whoa, is that a clone spell?
Gotta love it on the balloons. Gonna lose a few to Seeking Air Mines, but that's always exciting to watch when just about every spell is being used in the game right now. The clone spell doing a great job, and there's a clutch freeze right there on the Inferno as all those balloons move in. And again, Wizard Towers, got to watch out for those. Should be quick work right here as the top Wizard Tower goes down, and the clone loons are still up.
I'm worried about this Archer Queen, though. He got all of the defenses down in this base, but this Archer Queen is popping these balloons like nobody's business. She's going to turn around now and take care of these pups. Still quite high on hit points.
Yep, you've got one last defense to go down on the right-hand side. That Archer Tower needs to go down. That'll be the only defense remaining. And then it's just a matter of where these units are going to go next. We've got exactly a minute remaining. Not a lot of attacking troops left. And that Queen is going to fiercely defend her little throne right there. And, of course, the clan castle.
I think she might be able to keep that 3rd star too, and this is why you have to target the CC. You have to go for the Archer Queen really early in these Lava Hound attacks. If you don't, this is what you end up with. A lot of troops that can clean up every single building in sight, but nothing that can strike fast enough to take down an Archer Queen who doesn't have that many hit points, but she deals a lot of damage really quickly.
Right, watch her put in work against these balloons. As soon as they get in range, here she goes. They're just going to go down one after the other, but can they get through? Not quite. She takes every single balloon out, and again, defending the 3-star, stuck with a 98% 2-star.
Well, let's just be happy that's a clan castle there, not the Town Hall. Otherwise, we could have had a heartbreaker of a 1-star.
A heart for the defending Archer Queen.
She was tough.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, she handled it all on her own. She's like, defending a base. Look at that. I can do it on my own. Easy.
It was close. I mean, I think that maybe the kill squad was intended to get in there and maybe try to draw out the Archer Queen. It's a tough call. It was very close as to whether or not she was going to get triggered and move after the King and the Queen at the bottom of the base. Didn't happen.
98%. We saw that yesterday multiple times. How Maldao just missed the 3-star by just a bit. 1G wants to make sure that this does not happen again. His attack is on.
We spoke with him yesterday, and he told us that he loves playing brainless strategies, and I don't want to call any shots against this attack, but it does kind of look a little brainless. Dumps all of his Lava Hounds right there at the 2 o'clock position with balloons to follow. He's got a lot of bat spells, too, once again, Galadon.
Well, you had a lot of defenses out towards the edges, and that is what can make a bat spell attack really work well, because you had Wizard Towers going down very early. And if you'll notice, we're already down to only one remaining Inferno, and at single target, it is going to get obliterated on the left-hand side. Huge attacking force, and this attack so fast, but I'm telling you right now, this looks like it's just going to completely overwhelm the space.
Hey, sometimes it works better to start slow and to try to just, wipe out a base by
Oh
using
my gosh, they
clever
know what's
strategies.
happening here.
Sometimes you just got to use overwhelming force, Caledon.
Absolutely. It seemed like spam, but this was absolutely well planned. And this right here is going to be another 3-star for Mao Do. Beautiful, beautiful attack, taking advantage, again, of war bases that may not have caught up to the meta yet. This is a message out to everybody who's involved in clan war, especially at these higher Town Hall levels. Setting all of your Inferno Towers to single target is just begging to be attacked by the Bat Spell.
That spell is brand new, and it didn't even take Mao Dao a week to figure out how to use it. Clever attacking here from 1G, claims the 3-star with his Archer Queen and Grand Warden abilities left unused during that attack.
A minute 30 left in that attack at the end.
Still be enough for me to get another 30%.
I'm telling you, just completely. The only risk right here was the balloons. Watch as they move in over the Town Hall. The Giga Bomb from the Town Hall, when it activates, it will wipe out every single balloon in the area. But there were just so many other units there that it was, again, I hate to use that term again, overkill.
Yeah, a perfect attack led to another 3 stars, putting them up on 18 by now. And we just saw attack number 7. Yeah. So we're in for a high number, that's for sure. Next up is LMF. And he obviously wants to follow because 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 stars so far.
Yep, and check it out again. The Inferno Towers, Woody, all single targeting.
Looks pretty scary, and it's a pretty similar army comp. LMF is going to be doing the same attack strategy, this time from the bottom right corner. Unfortunately for him, he's going to be losing some of those Lava Hounds as Seeking Air Mines and Inferno Towers heat up on them, but this is going to be a swarm that's very hard to deal with. Bat spells are out, and the balloons are here to crush the opposition.
Absolutely. This is very similar. They helped me out a little bit with my own Clan War League attack this morning. They talked specifically about waiting for those Wizard Towers and other air targeting defenses to lock onto the balloons, lock onto the Lava Hounds, and then dropping in all of those bat spells. And you'll notice right there, saving a couple of bat spells for the back end of this attack. One on each of those defenses. One is over on the Eagle Artillery. And again, look at him kick back. He knows what's happening right here. There's no way this base can stop the 3.
Going to be a bit more safe with his hero abilities. He's already popped the Barbarian King and the Grand Warden, not taking any chances, but it's not like this base had much of a resistance to put up against him.
Look at the army.
All the balloons are still up there.
You know what that is? That's a beautiful balloon parade.
Oh my God.
It
Is that the Hog
absolutely
Rider? Did he
is.
just announce a balloon parade?
It absolutely was a beautiful balloon parade. And LMF, another